They are a really tough football team. I knew they were going to come in here with something to prove, and they battled us and battled and battled and battled. But I'm really, really proud of our football team for finding a way to never giving in, never flinching. Every time there was a deficit, we came back, found a way to take a lead. Didn't do what we wanted to in the third and fourth quarter to put the ball game away. Didn't flinch. Defense gave up the first touchdown in overtime. Brady answers with Luther on the first call. And then we find a way to win in overtime. The crowd was unbelievable all game, and they were the difference. I mean, we called the timeout, the student section, the band, the people on the hill. It was obviously a very tough situation for that young man, and I give the fans all the credit. So with that, proud to be 1-0 in the SEC, and I'll open them for questions.
Eli, when you were walking off the field, I saw you saying, wow. What was your, going through your head after?
Yeah, I was really proud of the way our team fought. We didn't have even close to our best game, and they just kept fighting. They just kept fighting for each other. They kept saying they had each other's back. They grabbed Blake. They told him they had his back. And so, I'm proud of those guys for doing that.
Coach, you mentioned Brady's touchdown in overtime in the past, but in general, how would you describe his afternoon?
It was 23 for 37 for 226 and 2 touchdowns. Obviously the 3 sacks are an issue. Efficient. He's 1-0 in the SEC.
Eli, what's the thought going into overtime with the kicking game when Blake obviously had struggled during regulation, how you might handle it?
Well, the first time we didn't have any choices. We had to score, and the second time, it's just, look, you just keep putting them back up. At the end of the day, we were going to trust him, and, it's a learning lesson. Can't get too high and can't get too low. Last week we were SEC Player of the Week. This week we're not. So we're somewhere in the middle, and just like the rest of us, and starting with me, we got to get better this week.
Can you talk about the frustration you feel for?
First off, you had it right here. Somebody asked about the end of the first half. Yeah, totally my fault. That was a really haphazard decision by me, and the team bailed me out, bottom line. And I've got to be much better. And so should have never done that.